In this video, we're checking out the Hook from NUX. It's my first time playing with aLooper. I've been playing with it for about a week. I've learned a few things about the best practices with a looper pedal, and I'm gonna share with you 5 reasons why you're probably gonna want this pedal on your board. If you're home alone and you're practicing with a song and you just need that one section in the song to layer, let's say, guitar parts or a solo, it's kind of annoying to always rewind and go back. This way, you can just loop whatever section it is that you want and play over it until you're satisfied. So as you can see, I messed up. I didn't come in at the right time. So right now I have the pedal in a mode that is more of a desktop mode. So usually you have it on the floor and you just click in at the right time to start recording and at the right time to stop recording. So that way it loops without having a weird cut. But if you hold down the foot switch after you've taken the cable out, it's going to get out of the normal mode and go into, I'm calling it the desktop mode. I have no clue if that's what they call it, but it's a mode where you can actually punch in and out with your hand and you get a blinking light that lets you know, okay, you're about to start. So as long as you haven't played a note yet, it's not recording. So if you accidentally scratch, it starts recording. So that's what I did. That's the mistake I just made. I'm aware of it. I'm going to start over and hopefully this time it works. There is also a mode in here where you can instantiate the drums, but you don't hear it right away. And as you're recording, the Hook will figure out the BPM and will play a drum to whatever beat that you're playing, which is pretty smart. I'm going to try to show that to you in just a minute. So now let's try just the lead part. One of the disadvantages of playing by yourself is that your timing might not be as good as you think it is. As soon as you start playing with a band and you have a good drummer that can keep time, that's where you might notice that you sway in and out of the groove. It can be embarrassing, so then you go home, you practice some more, you might practice with the song, then you get in a band context and for whatever reason, you're struggling to keep time. A lot of people fix this by getting a metronome, but personally from experience, a metronome is the most boring thing in the world. So if you can have an actual drum loop, it really helps to play. So here's one that I got going right now. And what's fun with this pedal is that you can change the BPM, so you're not locked into just one speed. You can change it manually here. So let me start. So you get the point, right? You can practice, obviously higher speeds for me. I'm struggling, but if I practice like this for 20 minutes, half hour. At this speed, eventually I would be able to play faster BPM. The third use that I've found for something like the Hook is to learn how to layer guitar parts. I've been recording for years, so I've got to get this experience from another means, which is to record over and over and over again. But the concept here is basically the same. And I'm just gonna play something super simple on the guitar, and then I'm gonna try to layer different guitar parts. I'm gonna try a total of 3, just to see if I can get something nice and musical. And this might inspire me to kick in a few other pedals and try a lead part. Something that's been the underlying theme throughout the whole video has been the concept of songwriting. So we're talking about keeping time, coming up with lead parts, layering different guitar parts. So when it comes to writing your own riffs, maybe you want to show it to your band, and this is all you have right now as a tool to writing songs. So you have a drum and you have a looper. Obviously the looper, when you press on it, you can choose the speed, but it's also pretty intelligent in the sense that if you record a riff first, the hook will detect the BPM and will play a drum that matches what you're playing. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to instantiate the pedal, start playing a riff, and see if it sounds good. Maybe I'm going to want to change the speed at some point, so I'm going to have to re-record with maybe slower or faster speed, and the hook will detect the change in speed.